Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever followed a superstition without even thinking about why you're doing it? From black cats to broken mirrors, we've all heard these myths and stories that we grew up in with. But what if I told you most of these superstitions don't have any real basis in science or logic? Today, we're going to dive into some of the most common myths. You might be surprised by the truth behind them, and trust me, you'll want to stick around till the end. Let's start with one that everyone knows: a black cat crossing your path brings bad luck. You've probably heard it countless times. This superstition goes way back to medieval times when people believed black cats were associated with witches and evil forces. Black cats were often thought to be witches in disguise, and they were linked to dark magic and misfortune. But in reality, black cats are just like any other cat, friendly and full of love. In fact, in some cultures, black cats are even considered lucky. So, the next time a black cat crosses your path, don't panic. Just smile and enjoy the moment.
Next up, don't cut your hair or nails on certain days like Tuesdays or Saturdays. Some people swear by this one, but let's see why it exists.
In the past, barbers didn't work on specific days due to religious or social customs. People simply followed these practices without questioning them, and over time, they turned into superstitions. The idea was to follow these days to avoid bad luck. So, when someone tells you not to cut your hair on a Tuesday, just smile and say, "I'll pass on that superstition, thank you very much." There's no harm in trimming your hair whenever you feel like it. Now, this next one is super common in India: hanging lemons and chilies outside shops to protect from the evil eye. But here's the thing, the real reason is much more practical. The strong smell of lemons and chilies acts as a natural insect repellent, keeping pests and flies away from food, which was crucial back in the day. Yes, it's also believed to ward off bad energy, but the primary reason was to keep flies and insects out of the food in shops. It's really about practical protection, not mystical forces. Next, don't sweep after sunset. Ever been told this one? It's said that sweeping at night brings bad luck. Here's the truth: in ancient times, there wasn't good lighting, so sweeping in the dark was risky. People might accidentally sweep away valuable things or break something precious. It wasn't about bad luck, it was just for safety. Today, we don't have to worry about that, but if you like to sweep during the night to keep things tidy, go ahead. No bad luck here. Now, here's a funny one: if someone sneezes before you leave the house, it's a bad omen. But, sneezing is just a reflex, it's not connected to any future event. Sneezing occurs when something irritates your nose, like dust or allergens. It's not some mystical signal about your future. So, don't let a sneeze stop you from going out, it's just your body clearing out irritants. Ever heard that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck? This superstition has ancient roots. In ancient times, mirrors were costly and difficult to make, so they were seen as valuable. People believed that a mirror reflected not just your appearance but your soul, and breaking it would damage your soul. This idea led to the myth of 7 years of bad luck. However, today we know that breaking a mirror is just an accident and doesn't affect your soul. It's just a piece of glass, and you can replace it without any harm coming your way. Now, here's a quirky one: scissors in the air bring bad luck. This superstition likely came up to discourage careless handling of sharp objects. Think about it: if you're swinging scissors around in the air, there's a high risk of hurting yourself or others. It makes sense that people would attach bad luck to this behavior to stop accidents. Instead of worrying about bad luck, remember that sharp objects like scissors should be handled with care. That's the real lesson here, not about bad luck, just about safety. Let's talk about a few more superstitions that are widely believed in India. You've probably heard some of these yourself. Spilling milk brings bad luck. Sounds strange, right? The truth is, this superstition likely came from the importance of milk in traditional rituals. In many cultures, milk was seen as pure and sacred, especially in religious practices. Spilling it was considered a waste of something valuable and sacred. So, it became associated with bad luck, as wasting something sacred was seen as a bad omen. However, spilling milk is just an accident. It's not an omen of bad things to come. It's best to just clean it up and move on. Here's another one: if a bird hits your window, it's a sign of impending death. But don't freak out just yet. Birds often fly into windows because they don't see the glass. It's not a mystical sign, just a natural occurrence. Birds get disoriented, and sometimes, they end up hitting windows by mistake. Birds aren't predicting your future, they're just not very good at seeing glass, and they fly into it occasionally. And here's another one that's super common in Indian households: if you drop a knife, someone is going to visit your house. This superstition is based on the idea that dropping a knife means someone is coming over. But in reality, it's just a coincidence when it happens. Knives get dropped all the time. It doesn't mean someone is about to knock on your door. It's just an accident, not a sign of anything. Let's not forget about the classic: if you get the hiccups, someone is thinking of you. But the truth is, hiccups are caused by a spasm in your diaphragm, not by someone having thoughts about you. Hiccups are just a reflex, often caused by eating too quickly or drinking carbonated drinks. They're not linked to someone thinking of you. And finally, we all know about the evil eye. People believe that if someone looks at you with envy, it brings bad luck. The truth? It's not about an evil gaze, it's about projecting negative energy. Positive energy, kindness, and a little good luck are way more powerful. So, there you have it, some of the most common superstitions busted wide open. While they're part of our culture, it's important to look at them with a logical perspective. Don't let myths and stories control your life. Embrace the truth, and keep questioning the things around you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. And hey, if you've heard any superstitions that weren't on the list, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, no bad luck, just good vibes. See you next time.